Why not Ozempic? Callie Means, former Big Pharma and big food lobbyist turned whistleblower, states if the tank is dirty, you don't fix the tank by drugging the fish. How did the tank get this way? How did we get so dirty and inflamed chronic disease? If the government approved it, Ozempic, it must be okay, right? But let's look at our track record. In 1992, the government approved FinFin. It withdrew it in 97 after 123 deaths and 30,000 illnesses. Please realize that only less than 10% of people accurately report their side effects. So it is logical to look at that 30,000 and think 300,000. Ozempic is second highest on the list already. We have 82 deaths and 3,000, think 30,000 illnesses attributed to Ozempic, and it hasn't been pulled. GLP-1 deaths and illnesses are in fact rising. So let's think about this through a little bit different context. Does the government tend to do smart things that are in our best interest? Let's look at tobacco. The US pays 135 billion in hidden tobacco subsidies. They used to be blatant, but now they're hidden. Also, they pay less than 1 billion for vegetable subsidies. And how much something costs is directly relevant to whether or not it's going to end up on your plate. This is, in fact, an improvement. Our tobacco farming is about half of what it once was. But more food subsidies go to tobacco in America than to vegetables by a long shot. Tobacco is highly subsidized and ruins the land that it's grown on. Subsidies to tobacco growers in the past have been more than the actual production value of tobacco. So we paid more for them to grow it than the crops yielded. Forest plants and animal species are all threatened when land is cleared for growing tobacco. It's really, really hard on the land. It depletes the soil. It takes about 4 years to get back to being able to grow food. And that's in addition to the vast amount of chemicals that have to be used to farm tobacco. It's super hard on the land. The math works out. You pay about $405 per year for somebody else to smoke. So does the US have a track record in safety for its citizens? Just check out this slide. 90% of food subsidies go to processed foods. And that means the foods that are used in the processed foods, corn, soy, wheat, dairy, things like that. Only the rest of it, so 90% go to processed foods. The rest of it goes to vegetables. You can see, here's what the dietary guidelines are. Fruits, grains, vegetables, protein, a little bit of dairy. That sounds very reasonable. But if we look at where the money is actually spent, here's our grains and our fruits and our veg, and that's it. All the rest of it subsidizes other things. You can look at the livestock and animal feed a little bit in the protein. But all the rest of us, the dollars don't match what is being recommended from a scientific standpoint. Let's look at the money. Novo Nordisk made $22 billion in 2024 on Ozempic and Wegovy alone. That's the annual budget of the entire CDC. That's about a fifth of all out-of-pocket prescription drug spending by Americans in a year. 22 billion is enough to pay off the mortgages in every household in a mid-sized city like Tampa or Cincinnati, and it would cover 4 years of college tuition for every student in Colorado. That's a lot of money. We'll be talking more about all of this in depth at the Decode Your Dolphin Insulin Resistant Walrus Phase Zoominar on Friday, October 24th. I would love to share this with you at 10 a.m. Please email office@longevitywc.com to register.